This footage was sent to me by several members of our community who were eager for an analysis to see if this could actually be real. I want you to take a close look at these images. This event reportedly took place in India. We can see a man carrying a massive glass container that holds what looks like a legendary creature, a woman with the lower body of a serpent. Because of the language barrier, it's difficult to translate the exact conversation, but the crowd appears genuinely stunned by what the man is carrying. Perhaps there is a local myth about women who transform into snakes in that area, or it could simply be a clever hoax or a staged prop. Regardless, this recording has already racked up millions of views across global social platforms, sparking a massive viral debate. What is your take on this? Are we looking at a real cryptid, a sophisticated AI creation, or something even more sinister? You be the judge. Two chilling CCTV clips are currently going viral across Latin American social media, and both capture a similarly unsettling phenomenon. Both videos show the perimeter of a cemetery, revealing a sight that is incredibly difficult to explain. In the dead of night, a figure of a girl dressed in white appears outside the cemetery gates. And then, she suddenly passes right through the locked gate, as if those iron bars aren't even there. However, the second clip is even more bizarre. Opinions are deeply divided over these recordings. Some believe these clips are genuine proof of souls wandering near graveyards, while others think they are just clever edits made to go viral. Then there are those who suspect this might be a glimpse into a parallel universe. Ultimately, if there is any truth to these clips, the reality is heartbreaking. These young girls may not even realize that they are no longer part of the human world. Our next video takes us to a quiet school in Verbino, located in Buenos Aires, Argentina. This footage, which originally surfaced in August 2016, was captured by a night shift employee, likely a security guard, who began recording while patrolling the empty halls with a colleague. It's unclear what exactly prompted them to pull out their phone, but the tension in their voices suggests they weren't alone. As they navigate the darkened corridors, they eventually make their way into a deserted classroom to investigate a sound.
Escucha, boludo. Escucha. Boludo. Por acá era. Boludo, ¿viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá.
The footage shows a chair suddenly lurching across the tiles, moving with a force that sends both men into a panicked retreat. They don't stick around to debunk it, they flee the room instantly. Because this was the only upload ever shared by the creator, the trail ends there. While skeptics often point toward fishing lines or staged editing in these poltergeist clips, the sheer terror in their reactions makes this one difficult to write off as a simple prank. If this was a setup, they certainly deserve an award for their performances. A person from Punjab in northern India shared that around 7 p.m. after finishing their evening classes, they were walking on the rooftop when they suddenly heard the terrifying sound of clinking anklets. They mentioned that the eerie occurrences didn't stop there. The following morning, while sitting in their room, they once again felt the sensation of someone pacing on the roof. They were just about to head upstairs to film the evidence when suddenly
कोठे चलिए देखन केड़ा हैगा है कौन आ कौन आ
The door to the room right in front of them slowly swung shut. The recorder rushed inside to investigate, but the room was completely empty. However, did you catch that? Just moments before the door opens, the sound of a girl sobbing can be heard. This sound was identical to the one captured on the rooftop in the first clip. So, has the recorder's home become haunted by a spirit that has now moved into their living space? Or is this all just a clever prank? You be the judge. This next piece of footage originates from Japan, and it seemingly captures a real-life apparition on camera. The incident took place on a high-traffic road in a quiet district, right at a pedestrian bridge. As a person makes their way across, something incredibly startling occurs just a few steps behind them. We can observe the student walking across the bridge, but a bizarre entity emerges behind him, a nearly transparent human-like shape. It trails him for a few moments before vanishing into thin air. Many people online believe this is the spirit of someone who lost their life on that very overpass. Others, however, suspect that this young man has a shadow-like something attached to him, following his every move. But I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? The following footage, to be honest, is deeply unsettling. It features a young girl who reportedly wakes up almost every single night in a state of absolute terror. This is how the child behaves night after night. She feels a heavy pressure on her chest, as if something is trying to cause her harm. The girl repeatedly points toward a specific corner of the room, as if she sees someone standing there, causing her to physically tremble with fear. In desperation, she cries out for her father, who begins to recite prayers in an attempt to comfort her and ward off the presence. Is it possible that she is witnessing an entity that remains invisible to our eyes? Or is a much more dangerous and malevolent force attempting to claim her? For me, those chilling anklet sounds were the most haunting. But what about you? Let me know in the comments. But wait, if you think this was scary, you haven't seen my last video. A vet clinic's CCTV caught a dark figure that appeared out of nowhere and vanished right in front of the camera. To this day, nobody can explain what it was. If you're brave enough to see it, click this video on the right now. I'll see you over there.